Morning, students. Today I will start one of the important chapter, that is fun with magnet. Lesson number 13, fun with magnet. So it is a very important lesson in your syllabus. So first of all, we can see the natural magnet. So natural magnet. See, the magnetite is called a natural magnet. Magnetite is called natural magnet. You can see the second one is uses of the magnet. Uses of the magnet. You also use so many times a magnet, but you don't know. You also use so many times of magnets, but you don't know. See, a magnet finds its use at a number of places. It's use a number of places. For example, refrigerator doors. In your home, refrigerators doors, and also some pencil boxes and many toys and magnetic stickers and the soap stands and the pin stands, and all make use of a magnet for their functioning. So this time will be we are using the magnet in the several activities. We need the magnet also in the sometimes. Yes sir. No? You can see in the door also. You can see the nowadays doors also a magnet is fixed. Okay. Now see the shape of the magnets. Shape of the magnets. The magnets are made of different materials and different shapes. In the different shapes. Dear students, shape of the magnets are made of different materials and in a different shapes. In a different shapes. Nowadays, the doors also use the magnets in the each and every places, and also some small instruments. So this type will be the magnets are used. So you can see the next effect of a magnet on the materials. Effect of a magnet on the materials. See students, a magnet attract a certain materials, whereas some do not get attracted towards magnets. See, effect of a magnet on a materials. A magnet attracts a certain materials, whereas some do not get attracted towards the magnet. Towards the magnet. Okay. So what do you mean by magnetic materials and what do you mean by non-magnetic materials? So it is a very important questions for your syllabus. So what do you mean by magnetic materials? See students, the materials which get attracted towards the magnets are known as magnetic materials. What is that? One more time, see. Materials. The materials which get attracted towards the magnets are known as magnetic materials. So for example, iron, nickel, cobalt. So these are the examples of the magnetic material. So what do you mean by magnetic materials? See students, the materials which get attracted towards the magnet. The materials which get attracted towards the magnets are known as magnetic material. For example, iron, nickel, cobalt. So this is about the magnetic materials. So in your syllabus, into the 2 marks or 1 marks asked, so define magnetic materials. So what do you mean by magnetic materials? So magnetic materials, it means the materials which get attracted towards the magnet are known as magnetic materials, are known as magnetic materials. For example, iron, nickel, cobalt. So these are the examples of the magnetic materials. So you can see that another one, that is a non-magnetic material. That is what? Non-magnetic materials. See students, the materials which are not attracted towards the magnet are known as non-magnetic materials. It is opposite to the magnetic material. See, what is that? The materials which are not attracted, towards the magnet, are known as non-magnetic materials. Are known as non-magnetic materials. For example, leather, plastic, cloth, paper. So these are the non-magnetic materials examples. These are the very important questions in your this lesson. Which one? Magnetic materials and non-magnetic materials. In your examination times also ask, so what do you mean by magnetic materials and what do you mean by non-magnetic materials, and give the examples of the magnetic materials and give the examples of the non-magnetic materials. All of you understand about the magnetic and non-magnetic? Magnetic, it means the materials which get attracted towards the magnet are known as magnetic materials. Non-magnetic, it means what? The materials which are not attracted towards the magnet is called non-magnetic materials. All of you understand about the magnetic and non-magnetic? It means in the non-magnetic, for examples, leather, plastic, cloth, paper, and the so these are the examples of the non-magnetic materials. So these are the examples of the non-magnetic materials. Okay. Okay, students. Now see, it is a one more important question said there. That is what? Magnetic poles. What? Magnetic poles. So what do you mean by magnetic pole? See students, a magnetic attraction is a maximum near the end of the magnet. Magnetic attraction is the maximum near the end of the magnet. So these ends are called magnetic poles. These ends are called magnetic poles. You can see in the magnetic two poles are there, especially in the two poles ends has a maximum magnetic attraction, has a maximum magnetic attractions. So that is called what? Magnetic poles. All of you understand about the magnetic materials and the non-magnetic materials and also magnetic poles. So what do you mean by magnetic poles? See one more time. Magnetic attraction. Magnetic attraction is a maximum near the end of the magnet. So these ends are called magnetic poles. These ends are called magnetic poles. You can see in the screen the two poles are there. One is the N, another one is what? S. S means south pole, N means north pole. S means south pole, N means north pole. So these are the two poles. These are present in the magnet. So that's why these are called what? Magnetic poles. These are called what? Magnetic poles. So magnetic poles, it means the magnetic attraction is a maximum near the end of the magnet. So these are called what? Magnetic poles. See, when suspended freely, magnet always aligns in the north-south direction. It means NS direction. N means north, S means south. In this direction only the magnets are present. Okay. Freely suspended magnets always come to the rest in the north and the south direction. We can see. So this is a magnet. This is a magnet. So this is also a magnet. So magnets are freely suspended magnets. These are the freely suspended magnets. So freely suspended magnets are always come to rest in a north-south direction. Rest in north-south direction. Okay. Okay. Now see lodestone. So it was a stones used by sailors in the olden days to identify directions when they were in sea. At that time, using of the lodestones for identify the directions in the sea. In the sea. Okay. See next one, a compass. It is an instrument. So it is a very important source in the physics field, in the science field. Okay. See, this is a small glass case containing magnetized needles pointed on a nail. On a nail. So this is a small glass case containing magnetized needles pointed on a nail. On a nail, the needles can rotate freely. The needles can rotate freely wherever it is kept. Wherever it is kept. In the time, needles can rotate freely in every time. But its needles always rest in the north and the south directions. It is very important. Listen to me. So this is a small glass case containing a magnetized needles pointed on the nail. On a nail, the needle can rotate freely. Needles can rotate freely wherever it is kept. Wherever it is kept. See students. So these are the needles. Okay. But it is needles always rest in the north and the south directions. See. So north directions. So this is the south directions. The needles always rest in the north and the south direction. North and the south directions. And normally the north pole of the needles is painted red. Normally the north pole of the needles is painted red. Or some other indication is given to identify a north and the south poles. So using these needles, north and the south can be identified. So see students, so this a small glass case contain a magnetized needles pointed on the nail. Pointed on the nail. So the needles can rotate freely wherever it is kept. But it is needles always rest in the north and south directions. It always rest in the north and south directions. It means south pole. Okay. Normally the north poles of the needles is painted red. Normally the north poles of the needles is painted red. Or some other indications is given to identify a north and the south poles. So using these needles, north and south can be identified. So using these needles and this compass, we can identify the north and south directions, and also north pole and south pole. This compass is used in sea and also and then some unwanted places. Okay, in the defense also use this compass. Okay, in the sea and also in the defense, so use this type of the magnetic compass. Okay, see students, the attraction between two poles. The attraction between two poles, it is very important concept. So what do you mean by attraction between two poles? See, the opposite poles of two magnets attracted each others, it is called attraction. It is called what? Attraction. See, opposite poles of two magnets, opposite pole of two magnets attract each other. Opposite poles of two magnets attract each other, it is called attraction. It is called what? Attraction. It is physics attraction. Okay, the attraction between the two poles, the attraction between the two poles, the opposite poles of a magnet, opposite poles of a magnet attract each other, it is called attraction. It is called what? Attraction. Okay, see next one, repulsion between two poles. Repulsion between the two poles. Similar, the poles of two magnets repel to each other, it is called repulsion. It is called repulsion. Repulsion between two poles. The similar poles of two magnets. Similar poles of two magnets repel each other. Repel each other, it is called repulsion. It is called what? Repulsion. First of all, you can see the attraction. Opposite poles of two magnets attract to each other, is called attraction. Similar, two poles of magnets repel to each other is called repulsion. Okay. Okay, see students, in the first diagram, unlike poles attract each other. The unlike poles attract each other. It means the north poles attract the south pole. The unlike poles attract each other. Okay, you can see in this side, like poles refers to each other. Like poles refers to each other. See students, so this is a north pole, so this is a north pole, so this is a reflection, it means repulsion. The like pole, so this is N, it means north pole, so this is also N, this is also north pole, but both are repulsed to each other, but you can see, so this is north pole, this is a south pole. Okay, this is a north pole, this is a south pole. This is north pole, this is south pole. So both are attracts to each other. Both are attracts to each other. You can see this is south pole, so this is north pole. So both are different poles. This is a north pole, this is south pole, but both are attracts to each other. But you can see in this side, this is also north pole, this is south pole. Both are attracts to each other. Okay, but you can see in this side, this is a north pole, this is north pole. So both are repulsed to each other. All of you understand? See, unlike poles, it means north south or south north. Unlike poles attract each other, and the like poles repulse to each other. Like poles are refers to each other. So magnetic effect can pass through screen. Magnetic effect can pass through screen. See, magnetic influence can pass through a screen of some substances like a cloth, plastic, paper, glass. The magnetic influence can pass through screens of some substances. Screens of some substances like a cloth, plastics, papers, and the glass. So magnetic influence can pass through screens of some substances like a cloth, plastic, paper, and the glasses, etc. So magnets lose their properties if they are heated. Magnets lose their properties if they are heated or hammered or dropped strongly and hardly. Magnets lose their properties if they are heated or hammered or dropped strongly or hotly. The time the magnets lose their properties. Magnets lose their properties on heating or hammering and dropping. Magnets lose their properties on heating, hammering, and the dropping. Okay. To keep the safe, bar magnets should be kept in the pairs with the unlike force on the same sides. They are must be separated by the piece of wood, while two pieces of the soft iron should be placed across their ends. Across their ends. So this type will be we are discuss about the magnetic materials, non-magnetic materials, and the magnetic poles. So north poles and the south poles, and also attraction between two poles and the repulsion between the two poles. That means what? Repulsion and the attractions, and about the compass. And the compass, two poles are there. Two poles is there. One is the north pole, and the other one is the south pole. The north poles is identified with the help of the red colors, and also some other another waves, and also you can see the lodestone, and also so this effect of a magnet on the materials and the shape of the magnets and the uses of the magnets we are discussed in this class. Yes or no? Okay. Not in only one place, dear students, in the each and every places we are using the magnets. And also, for example, I already told in the doors and in some instruments, and also in the some you can see in your mobile, you can see in the some electrical materials we are using the magnets. We are using the magnets. Okay, dear students, now see a compass. We already discussed about the compass. So this is a small glass case containing magnetized needles pointed on the nail. The needles can be rotated freely and always rest in the north and south directions. We already discussed about these things, yes or no? This is a small glass case containing magnetized needles pointed on the nail. The needle can rotate freely and always rest in the north-south direction. In the north-south direction. You can see magnets. So what is a magnet? See, a magnet is a metallic object which attracted iron or magnetic things. So magnetite, it is a, okay, see students, first one is a magnet. A magnet is a metallic object which attracts irons or magnetic things. Magnet is a metallic object which attracts iron or magnetic things. Okay, so now see the another one, magnetite. So what do you mean by magnetite? All of you understand about the magnet? See, what is that? A magnet is a metallic object. Magnet is a metallic object which attracts iron or magnetic things. So this is a magnet. Next one, see the magnetite. What is mean by magnetite? It is an ore of iron. It is an ore of iron which has magnetic properties. Magnetite. So what do you mean by magnetite? It is an ore of iron. It is an ore of iron which has a magnetic property. So that is a magnetite materials. Magnetite, it means what? It is an ore of iron which has a magnetic property. So this is about the magnetite. You can see the next, North Pole. When suspended freely, one pole of the magnet always points towards the north. He is known as North Pole. He is known as what? North Pole. Dear students, see, North Pole, it means when they suspended freely the magnet, the one pole of the magnet always points towards the north. So this is known as a North Pole. This is known as what? A North Pole. And you can see another in the opposite of the North Pole. So it is what? South Pole. When suspended freely, the end of the magnets points towards the south. So this is known as a South Pole. So this is known as what? A South Pole. So this is about the South Pole and the North Pole. South Pole and the North Pole. When you can see the North Pole, see, when suspended freely magnets, one pole of the magnets always points towards the north. He is known as a North Pole. You can see. So this is a North Pole. So this is what? It is a North Pole. So the freely suspended magnets is located in North Pole. Okay. See, this is a South Pole. The North Pole, the South Pole. Okay. So this is about the North Pole and South Pole. North Pole, it means what? When suspended freely, one pole of the magnet is always points toward the north. He is known as a North Pole. In the South Pole, it means what? When suspended freely, the end of the magnets points toward the south. He is known as what? South Pole. He is known as South Pole. Okay. So today we have discussed the South Pole, North Pole, magnet, compass, and a magnetic effect can pass through screen, and also these things, and also we have discussed about these two things. It means attraction between the two poles and repulsion between the two poles, and the compass, it means magnetic compounds, and the stones, and also magnetic materials and the non-magnetic materials, the effect of the magnet on the materials, and the shape of the magnets, and the uses of the magnets. So I will continue in next class. Thank you so much.